one of the things that I think is different from a city, say, like New York, is the notion of the small giver. In the sense that in New York, if you make relatively good salary, say you make $70,000 a year, the notion is that everyone gives a certain amount. They give something small. They give $50. I mean, when I ran the drawing center, our base was huge because we collected so many $100 gifts. And I think that's something that, I don't know if you feel this way, but it's something that I've seen a big difference in the last dozen years in my own institution. It's grown enormously. But I did have a sense when I first got here that most people thought, oh, the rich people will take care of that, and unless I can give $1 million and get my name on something, why should I do that? And I do think that has changed and is changing quite a bit, because it really is, the middle class that ends up really making a city, as Barack Obama said last night, citizenship. It really is the thing that makes a city have a truly, truly cultural vibrancy. And I think that has been lacking in this town for many years, but I do see it changing.
I guess I would say you used the words, the roots are shallow. And all my friends in New York, they said that when I came to LA. They said, oh no, LA doesn't have the tradition of cultural philanthropy. But you have to remember, LACMA, which is supposed to be the equivalent of the Met in New York, the Met was established in the 1870s. We were established in 1965. Of course the roots are shallow. It makes perfect sense. It's a young city. Many things have happened that are marvelous, like the Getty and all of that. I truly feel it's a matter of time and of generations who now live here, whose kids are going to live here. I mean, I know people, we have people on our board whose families have been here since the turn of this last century, not the 2000, although there are some like that too. And people have been here for just a short time in LA. There's a lot of turnover, but that idea of multiple generations where you get that sense of giving, the $100, it's a family tradition, I think just takes time. And I actually chalk it up mostly to time. And the Hollywood stereotype is it's a difficult one because, in fact, Hollywood makes art too. They're making visual contributions to our culture. And in my experience, I haven't found that really at all. I mean, we had a famous crisis with our film program that I'm well known for on the front page of the LA Times. The speculation was that I didn't like movies and that's why I killed the film program. I suspended it temporarily because of all the programs LACMA ran, there was only one that wasn't funded. Only one. And all the other ones were well supported. And it was film, and it just seemed crazy. Like, that's crazy. You can't have that happen in LA. So sometimes you prune the little plant. And we did, and it worked out really well. And now we have tremendous, I think, interest and support. As you know, there's probably going to be a movie museum that the Academy will build on the campus there. And I think there's this sense, what I think is great, and it's what goes back to the original thing, is that's why we're here. I think we're here partly, and can't speak for Timothy, but we talked about that. We're here in LA because all of us, including this audience, this is a historic time where we can make a difference. It's not unlike to make the comparison in New York of the 40s or the 50s or the 60s when institutions were being made, not being run. And I think that's the exciting thing about being here right now.